Hello and welcome to my 1.17 series, 17 World? I don't know yet. Currently I am working on something a bit much, currently I'm working on something a bit more than currently I'm working on something a bit bigger than my smaller, currently I'm working on something a bit bigger than my usual content. So the Let's Play of 1.18 series is kinda delayed, but it'll be out tomorrow, promise. So in the meanwhile, I wanted to fill the time between episodes with kind of a different content. So I decided that making a world tour of the previous world that I played in would be a nice pastime. And it may give an early look on what I'm looking to achieve in this season. So I'm standing at my industrial district slash main base slash starter base area. It's complicated. Atop of the iron farm that's apparently still loaded. It follows the simple design of capturing a zombie and threatening these 3 villagers to stay awake at all time for my own personal use. All the ugly cobblestone around the place was to stop the iron golems from spawning here, as it would ruin pretty much everything. And it's safe to say that the farm's still working and kicking. To even cap out a whole stack. Apparently I was only 3 ingots short, but whatever, it works. And with a quick fly around, you can see my mob farm working on pretty much full capacity, as most of the caves down by is lighted up. Get in there, resistance is futile, and it has been running for a long while. The area around here can be pretty moist due to all the water sources around. This was a tiny shrine that I built for my first axolotl that I captured, but it didn't work out. Turns out they can run away and never run back to the water, and it was a waste of a name tag. Here's a melon and pumpkin farm working at full speed as well, which is safe to say that was worth the effort. A simple netherwort farm, a simple slaughterhouse, and a simple bee cage that I actually got no help on designing, which is why it's a mess. But it works. This was the classic bone meal farm, which lost all its value after day 1. This used to be my sugarcane farm, but I converted into bamboo, because I got lots of both. And collecting sugarcane this way is more satisfying. And this was a pumpkin and melon farm that I built again by myself, and it produced a little bit, but it's nowhere near competing with this beast. A simple dripstone farm, a glowberry farm as well, and a proud double beacon. And for the inside of my base, I went for a more open and fresh approach, not too much of a storage, a simple super smelter, which I'll be building pretty soon on my 1.18 series as well, a slightly better designed enchantment area, though the torch could go, and there are multiple AFK spots, which I visited pretty much all of them. The gift box in the sky might not be the prettiest one, but it works. So following this railway, it actually leads to a village which was pretty close to my spawn, and the walls around it was to protect it from any raids, but I literally got no pillager patrols, so it was pretty much a waste. Having some quick resources to trade is always nice. And I worked on some pretty more ambitious projects in the Nether as well. This was the place I was looking for. It's like the biggest nether fortress that I've ever found. And it expands into 3 biomes, I guess. But it's mostly covered in the Basalt Delta and Soul Sand Valley, which makes it the perfect place to build a wither skeleton farm, and it was a project of mine that I wanted to start. But it got cancelled because 1.18, but I wanted to share this place with you. And as the dum-dum I am, I didn't bring my ender chest, which contained more totems of undying. And I lost the one that I had, because I decided to venture into a new nether fortress that I found, and run into walls like crazy. Here also lies a pretty small piglin bastion that didn't have much on the inside. The project that I was looking for was this thing, which I'm only now realizing that it can't be centered. It's a shame really. And it's a blaze spawner, that much you can probably tell, that I used for early leveling and fuel source as well. But it feels kinda slow to me to be a considerable XP farm, and trading with villagers already gives enough. And even if it's a different patch, a different world, a different me, I'm still not that good at the game, but it's fun. As you can probably tell, that this place used to be a rune portal, that I decided to just go with it because it was so close to the base I decided. Speed boost while flying always feels amazing. And for the house's design, I went for a more fluid and open-ended one, just so I could fly through it. And unlike my 1.18 series, this place doesn't have much issues on lighting. Coming in this way and going out this way feels more smooth. So that's about it. This place will be the main inspiration on what I want to achieve on my 1.18 world. And I thought that giving you a little taste of what's potentially coming could be a nice idea. And with that, it's about time that I wrap this one up. So I really hope that you enjoyed what you just saw. I hope that you found it interesting, or at least somewhat entertaining. Don't forget to like the video, and I hope that I'll see you again. See ya!